be killed. Nobody's safe!
Hey, what's up, guys? Just finally watched Final Destination 5 in 3D. If you're wondering how I saw in 3D, I got the 3D TV, so it comes with 3D glasses. So yes, I have a Blu-ray 3D player. Anyways, Final Destination 5 is the prequel to the first 4 films. It stars Nicholas Gasso, I'm saying that right? Emma Bell, Miles Fisher, which you recognize from the cameo in the superhero movie with Drake Bell. He plays Tom Cruise. So yeah. Again, it's like every other movie. Person has a premonition. See who dies, and then it gets back to reality. Tells everybody that they're gonna die, something's gonna happen, and then of course it happens, and then there's a chain reaction. Death comes back for them one by one, and they try to figure it out. But since it's a prequel, there's a lot of hidden Easter eggs. You know, like if you really caught on, this is the prequel. First of all, the most obvious one's the opening credits. Why I say that is that because if you look, so if you remember the Final Destination 4 in 3D, or you've seen it 2D, whatever works for you. If you remember the opening credits, the X-ray when showing all the deaths from the first 3 films, they kind of do the same here with the first 4 films. But if you see when it goes forward, then it starts to revert back. That's a hint of being a prequel. The dates they look at, if you pay attention to like one of them, like picks up the massage parlor ticket certificate, it tells you the date, or the phones they have, which is very early 2000s. I remember those phones. Yeah, so stuff like that, and of course the shit like that they have. Like when I first watched it, when I first saw it, I didn't really caught on that until the very end, and then you realize that they're on Flight 180, and that's the plane that the crash that happened in the first film. First of all, this is a great movie. It looks great. The deaths are improved. The characters, the actual characters, they're more developed. You still got that douchebag character that's played by P.J. Bryan. He does a really good job at that. Gets his upcoming, of course. But I really like this. And we get a little bit more Tony Todd. So just being a cameo, I mean, it's still kind of a glorified cameo, but you get a little bit more with him, which is cool. Which I'm curious how much we get of him in Bloodlines, which is going to be his final movie, which is going to be a little hard on us who are a fan of his work. Anyways, I love the kills. Each movie has something that gets me where fear of, like, again, one, had my fear of planes going, anything could go on with planes. 2, the log truck from the opening scene. 3, the Tanny booth. 4, never did anything for me, so, which is disappointing. 5, the gymnastics. That flip and the way, first time I saw that scene, my blood, I never in this franchise where my blood felt cold and felt disturbed, but impressed how it got me. I'm not flexible, so thank God. The idea that anything could happen like that it scares me. That's why I don't watch that shit, because accidents do happen. So, that's the best death in the whole movie. That scene, that's the best. But all the deaths are actually done really well. That bridge scene, god damn. That actually gives me a fear of that, because bridges I've seen videos of bridges breaking, falling apart. It does happen, especially if you have earthquakes. So anything's possible. But honestly, this is the step up in the franchise. Even though it's a prequel, this surpasses 4. This is how you redeem the franchise itself. Especially when 4 ended on a low bar. This takes it right up there. Great acting, great characters, great deaths. It led more. It gave us more. And you want some characters to live. And this is the first time actually in the franchise where the person was in the vision, but they didn't die. Actually, no, 2 did that. But as the main character, I should say. Because the person in the second one wasn't a main character. She was just more... She's there to play a part, but that's it. But overall, this movie is great. The things I didn't like, there are some things I didn't like. When they hang on the bridge and the truck is coming, the poles that come in, okay, not everything's perfected in CGI, but when Peter gets impaled by poles, it looks really bad. Or Sam gets sliced in half, that also looks really bad. But that is the minor gripe. It doesn't bring anything new to the franchise, but it does play with it. Overall, I loved it. It was one of my favorites. It's definitely going to be the high bar of this franchise, for sure. And again, especially watching the first time, again, now I know it's a prequel now. When I first watched it, I didn't realize that. And that twist hits you like, woo, that's awesome. Overall, I loved it. It's one of my favorite films. Did you love it? What's your favorite Final Destination in this series? If you like what you hear or see, hit the like button, subscribe, share, and I will do another video doing all the rankings of the movies. And you can tell this is going to be high on the bar. But you can also share your ranking too in the comment section. Love to hear. What's your favorite death of the franchise? I'll see you guys soon. Have a great night.
It's the 9 ride, so I gotta get low.